Aloha. I am definitely addicted to taping inside of my car. It just works out better somehow lately than in the house. What comes to me to tape in the car is just really spontaneous and stuff. I have a question. How many things can we do apart from Christ? How many things can we do apart from Him? Nothing. Not one thing. How many things can we do with Him? All things. So He is an all or nothing God. In some ways, He's just so good and faithful. This morning was one of those days where I needed such a visitation from His presence. We're just people who are so susceptible to the stuff that goes on inside of us and around us. It'll never end. David said in Psalm 62, when my heart grows faint within me, not if, not should it ever occur, WHEN. So we can do nothing, NO, without God, without Jesus, all things, ALL, with Him, and WHEN, when my heart is overwhelmed within me, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. And I could feel it coming this morning. Crystal is on vacation and she's sick. She has a big whopping cold and I feel a little bit of sore throat pain, but she's homesick and I just needed to sit and get into the presence of the Lord. And I was sitting on the couch next to her while she was reading something for school. And I could feel those tears coming because when stuff bothers you, you just let it out. When He appears to your heart and you have to, and He's just comforting you. So I could feel those tears coming and I grabbed a tissue and I didn't start boo-hooing or anything as freely as I would have if Crystal wasn't there. But I also couldn't help it. And I couldn't let what I needed to happen between me and Jesus not occur, because of my daughter sitting there. I actually thought how awesome, God, that you could use this, that she would see her mother cry in the presence of God. And I was aware that His presence was filling our atmosphere, my living room, even with her there, that I believe with all my heart that she was feeling and experiencing His nearness, because that's who He is. But anyway, he just is so good and He meets us. I've said it and I always say that I've said it. In some ways I feel a little like a broken record, but all of these truths hold sure. And the principles of God don't change. Sometimes you can't say anything new. There is nothing new to say. You repeat the foundational truths in which you experience when you walk with the Lord. So I don't know, I just felt, to come on here for a minute and say how much He met me this morning, how faithful and good He was, and the scripture that really blessed my heart and soul as I prayed today. He has brought me to His banquet hall. His banner over me is love. He has brought me to His banquet hall. And the banner over me, that He's raised over me, that reigns and rules over my life, love. It could be any kind of banner He wanted it to be, but it is love. He's beautiful and faithful and true. I know somebody's missing Him. I know somebody's hurting, walking through life, feeling like you don't really know what else to do, and that life hurts. Even in Jesus, life hurts, but you'd never bear it alone. Apart from me, He said, you can do nothing. And He won't change His glorious, loving rules because He wants us to be near Him. So as I felt far away this morning and a little ashamed at how much I had just not even really drawn near to Him, that's the truth. I'm not going to come on here and lie. He could have said anything to me that He wanted to say, and what He wanted me to know right on the spot was that He brought me to His banquet hall, and His banner over me wasn't punishment, fear, guilt, or anything else but love. He really loves us. Praying that you'll look to Him and that you're letting Him in. God bless you.